In Sky Blues, Ian and Karen have moved from South London to the Yorkshire Dales. Karen has had a late-in-life third child and is suffering from postnatal depression. Ian is a workaholic aircraft buff who gives his life to Blatz, the company he works for. We meet them late at night when Ian expects Karen to help test one of Blatz's cleaning products.
No, you'll wake the whole neighbourhood.
Get it off me!
There's nothing on you.
It was, though. It was a June bug.
It's July, Poppet.
Ian, get it off me!
It's a large moth, not a June bug.
It's on me. Get it off.
Say this, it's livened you up.
Look in my hair.
It's over there.
Where?
It's on the sink. It is just a moth, Karen.
Well, get it out of here. God, it's huge.
It's fantastic. Look at that for aerodynamics.
I was certain it was a June bug.
We used to call them May bugs.
We didn't. We called them June bugs. Ian, let it out.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to damage it. It's got this special powdery stuff.
Turn the light out. It'll make it go outside. Has it gone?
I don't know.
Put the light on.
It's on the bread bin.
God.
Look, I'll have to get rid of it. We can't have it in here while we're doing the trial, not if you're going to carry on like this.
No, don't you dare hurt it.
We can't have it both ways.
Turn the light off and go outside with a torch.
Where's the torch?
Oh, in the fucking drawer.
Which drawer?
Next to the sink.
Well, I can't find it.
Turn the light on.
Ah.
No, don't shine it on me, Ian. Point it out into the garden.
Come out yet?
I don't know, do I? I can't see.
Put the lights on then.
I think it's gone. It's completely finished me off. And turn it off, you're wasting the battery. Do we have to do this now?
Strictly speaking, no. But if we do put it off, it'll just be another something that we've put off till tomorrow.
God, I'm tired. You know what your mum would say, wouldn't you?
Do
Carry me up gently, don't bend I. Ian!
What is it, love?
I need to go to bed.
Nearly there. Just a few more minutes and then you can go on. False alarm.
Oh, he's got prickly heat.
The forecast says it's going to break.
Yeah, well, I hope they're right.
You didn't realise we called him Lord Tedder this afternoon?
I did not.
Sorry, Karen, but you did.
Ian, I did not.
Of course you didn't.
Then why try to make me think that I did? Poor little mite. He won't know if it's Christmas or Easter. Not if I call him Joshua and you call him Lord Tedder. He'll stick out like a sore thumb at school. It's one thing putting Lord Tedder on birth certificates. I mean, some idiots put the whole football team. But if you want to make quite sure that he's the absolute laughing stock of the entire school...
Joshua's not a funny name. Joshua. Sweeter than lemon squash you are.
Heaven's sake. There's something wrong with you, you know. You're an anachronism.
Oh well, end of story.
Poor little kid. What a life.
From where I'm standing, it's the life of Riley. He's got everything going for him. Nice warm cook, state-of-the-art buggy thingy that costs an arm and a leg, brother and sister that don't want him, loving parents. You love him, don't you?
Of course I love him. I love him so much I can hardly bear it. I love him to distraction. And that's what I am. Distracted. Distracted. Do you love him?
What sort of question is that?
Do you love him? Do you really love any of us?
Karen, pop it. You're getting overwrought.
Well, with reason. Who knows what could be around the bloody corner? Could be a bloody tank.
Bloody Sherman or bloody Centurion?
Oh, you're unbelievable.
You brought up the tanks. Anyway, try to get some things into perspective. You'd spot a tank a mile off.
Not if it's round the corner.
It's not going to be on the bloody pavement, love. You're going to hear it, unless you've gone deaf overnight.
What did you say?
That's more like my old Karen. You can't catch me out like that.
Like what?
Forget it, pop it.
So when's this due then?
Blat's due, Karen.
Blat's due.
The 17th, as ever was. Now, isn't that something to look forward to?
Is it?
You'll try not to be controversial, won't you? Leave the jokes to the after-dinner speaker.
Do you really want me there?
Of course I do, but...
You want me to toe the party line?
It is a party, after all.
Can I wear what I wore last year?
Of course you can. You looked beautiful last year.
But not this year.
You know that's not what I meant.
I hope I can get into it.
If you can't, we'll go and buy you something else.
God, I hate clothes.
You can't go without clothes.
No wonder your mum's a Samaritan.
Come again?
Damn silly remarks like that. I wonder if she could tell straight away, you know, when she first saw you.
I suppose it depends how much you can tell from a pair of feet. I was born feet first.
Oh, you never said.
My dad said they nearly sent me back.
He was tremendously funny, wasn't he?
I don't mind calling him Joshua if it'll make you happier.
That's big of you.
I'm trying to meet you halfway.
What, so half the time you'll call him Joshua and the other half the time you'll call him Lord Teller?
I might call him Lord Teller when it's just me and him together.
That'll be the day.
Or will I take him to air shows and stuff?
You don't think it's going to disorientate him or something?
Air shows?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. No, of course not.
You know, he'd lose his identity.
Not at all. After all, if he'd been adopted.
How can you even consider...
Please let me finish my sentence.
Sorry, I thought that you were going to
I was going to say, if he'd been adopted, he'd almost certainly have undergone a change of name by now.
Or would you have him circumcised?
We ought to think about him having been christened. You want circumcised? What made you think of that?
Association of ideas, Old Testament names. Simon's circumcised, and you are.
Simon needed doing, and he's christened, don't forget.
Lucky him, double indemnity.
And Sasha.
Sasha was christened.
That's what I mean.
And you really don't mind calling him Joshua?
Not if it makes you happy.
It's not to do with making me happy.
All right, make us both happy.
But I don't want it thrown back in my face.
I'm not given to throwing in the face.
Ian, if you want me to stay here and do this flaming trial, then you better make an effort to be nice to me.
We're doing this for us, Karen.
No normal person would make their wife stay up and do this in the middle of the night.
Did you take the last supplement?
Yes.
When?
Oh, God almighty. Oh, I don't know. Why don't you make a chart?
I think you're a bit on the edge, love.
Edge of what? Beachy Head.
We're a bit far from Peachy Head, Poppet.
I loved Beachy Head. Going on those walks with your mum. I reckon there's an equivalent up here.
Well, there's lots up here, Karen. It's a very interesting coastline up here. If anything, more interesting than the southeast.
For jumping off.
Well, don't be a silly girl.
Girl. I've not been a girl for 20 years. And here I am, completely fazed by something I've done twice before.
Twice Box Hill, but that was running, not jumping.
I'm talking about having a baby.
You could take him off the breast, love.
Once and for all, I'm not taking him off the breast.
It just seems silly wearing yourself out. We're not living in the jungle. Next to breast, Blatz is best. I've got some samples in the car.
I'd be even more worn out if I had to get up in the middle of the night heating up bottles. And anyway, I'd use SMA or Cowan Gate.
You could pop it in the microwave. A bottle might satisfy him more. You could even put something in to knock him out.
That's an appalling suggestion.
I don't mean literally.
I'm supplying him with the perfect food.
You don't feel at your age that it could be a bit thin?
Thin?
A bit watery.
God, you need to get some funny ideas, Ian. You need to brush up on your biology. I mean, you're as product coordinator, you might need to get your facts right. Dear God, not at this time of the night.
Tornado. Oh, or the F-111. Might even have been an F-16. Right, love of my life. Now then, how many squares on this floor?
You may not believe me, but it's never occurred to me to count them.
Go on.
That's the honest truth, Ian.
Would you like to do it now?
No, thank you. You do it.
Well, if you are sure. It's an odd number.
That's very interesting, Ian. How odd.
Odd as in not even. There's an odd number of rows.
Well then, you're just going to have to split one of them down the middle.
Typical. Who's having the brand leader?
You are. I had Purcell last time, when we washed Simon's sheets, the day after he came back from a day out with Reverend Bartlett.
You used Purcell?
I most certainly did. Poor kid's vomit was stuck like shit to a blanket, but my sheet came up fantastically white. Purcell white, in fact. Not a trace was on it. You used Blatz. And
my water wasn't hot.
It was exactly the same temperature. You can't have forgotten. We held the sheets up to the window and... Oh God, Ian. The sun was shining.
What's the matter, Poppy?
I feel like I'm never going to see the sun again.
Sounds like a cue for a song.
Is that really all you can say?
Oh, all right, now then, love, calm down.
I'm sorry, but actually, Ian, I'm truly glad I found the energy to do that.
Well, feel free. I'll knock out some stock, shall I? And you can bleed some rotten eggs at me.
See, in a way, I'm relieved. I'm relieved that somewhere inside me there's still a voice telling me to just do something to shut you up, the silly sod. Oh.
It will shine again. Look, okay, so we've moved to Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire.
Which is not the North Pole. I mean, the sun's shone today, nearly all day.
But not on me, Ian. Not on me.